Says we are live. We are live.
We are live.
Got a phone call.
Of course, right at 11 o'clock, you're going to get it.
Right. Damn Yeti.
It was interesting last time we got a phone call, so.
No, that was me making a phone call.
Oh, God, that was so funny.
It looks like we're live here, everybody. Give me a second here to get all set up so I'm not echoing through everybody here. Welcome. It's Friday. It looks like we got 24 viewers out there.
Nice.
Got a nice crew already.
Yep.
Thumbs up.
Karen Presley's out there. OR. Tony 420. Canadian Vapor. What's going on, brother? Johnny 2419. Manny. Hey, everybody. God damn it, Bobby. Hey, Andrew. What's going on, my man? It's Friday night. You know what we do. Moxley. What's going on, baby?
Mr. Cobra Fire.
We don't have a full crew here tonight. You never know. We might have one or two popping in here. I got a couple people I've been talking to that might pop in. We'll see what's going on. It's Friday night. You know what we do, when we do. So why don't we just start off the whole fun, and we'll start off with Natty.
Hold on. I'm throwing something in the chat, trying to get people to hit that thumbs up, baby.
Damn it, Bobby. There, I had to
Damn
get it
it,
in.
Bobby. All right. Big Natty Vape. Well, sorry about there. You can see my name right there. Yeah, I had to, it's all blending together. Check me out at the Vape Shack, along with most of the people in here. Thanks again for having me on the show, Tommy. Folks, if you don't know me by now, you can always check me out, like I said, at vapeshack.org, or you can see me on YouTube, all social media outlets, all that good stuff. So that's it.
All right, man. Thank you very much. JFM Development, which was going to hang out with us tonight, he got called into work, so we'll have to do it again on another night. I know what that's like. I fully understand when you're the supervisor. Sometimes you're the only one that's there. So that's all right, man. We'll hook up again for sure. So like I said, welcome everybody. And yeah, I had problems also there, Yeti. Also, sorry about that. But it's Friday night, and we already went through Natty. And again, thank you, Natty, for stopping in. We love to have you here all the time.
Thank you.
Why don't we go with Yeti?
Okay. Now, what?
I was like,
There you go. Mute yourself, Yeti.
Howdy. Hello, everybody. Damn it, Bobby. And what's up, Permit? Glad you're here, man.
Permit's out there. I miss Permit.
Yeah, he just popped in for a second. I don't know if he's still out there or not. Yeah, I'm Yeti's uncle. Y'all know who I am, what I do, the kind of trouble I get into. You can see some of my nonsense over at YetiWire.com, or you can see some of the stuff that's not on YetiWire.com on my Instagrams under Yeti's uncle. And I'd like to thank you, Tommy, for permitting me to come on.
Thank you for coming on. It's always a pleasure having you here. And you already seen Nikki already dropped a link. Anybody that wants some totally awesome coils, go over to Yeti Coils.
hit that link.
YetiWire.com.
Yeti Wire. My bad. I'm sorry. I don't have it in front of me. I can't see. I'm kind of blind. I'm really not blind. I got the new glasses, but still blind.
Looking sharp, Tommy. Looking sharp.
Thank you very much.
That, I might throw my peepers on so I can see shit.
Yeah, I finally got my other ones. I had those for a while there. All right, so again, thank you, Yeti. I really appreciate you coming on. Why don't we go to our lovely Nikki?
Hi, guys. I'm Vaping with Nikki V. You can find me at Vaping with Nikki V on YouTube and all social media, and also at the Vape Shack, and on here Friday night with Tommy and all my friends.
All right. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. And why don't we go to our next lovely lady, which would be Rochelle.
Hey everybody, I'm Michelle. As always, you can see me here most Friday nights. If I'm not in here, I'm in the Vape Shack. You can also see my YouTube link right there, which is Vape with me, and I'm Vape with Rochelle on Instagram. Yeah, thanks for having me on, Tommy. I always look forward to it and love hanging out with all of you guys. And hey, everybody in chat, I'm going to be really hard to stay connected there. I busted a blood vessel in my eye, and looking that way kind of hurts. So.
Ooh.
All right. Thank you very much for joining us. I see John Carlos out there. I didn't know if I said hello to Canadian Vapor, Karen Presley. Permit, what's going on, buddy? Vaping Vandy.
Hello, Vandy.
Dude, that sounded sexy.
Yeah, that's classic.
Shit.
It's the only way she talks to us in the shack is when Tommy comes on.
For some reason, my pants just got tighter.
Okay, so Permy can't say. He says hello to Giancarlo, but he won't say hello to me. That hurt. That hurt, Permy. That hurt.
I hear you, man.
Tommy, I might have to go off camera for a second because I'm pitching a tent right now with that sexy Barry White voice right there.
It is after 11 o'clock. We all know what happens after 11 o'clock, right?
After 11 o'clock, what happens after 11 stays there. You know that.
Right.
Until you watch it on a replay the next day. Shit.
Right.
All right. So, again, thank you very much for Rochelle. It's always a pleasure having you here. And Christine, you're up next.
Me, Christine, aka Beauty and the Vape. I'm just making the rounds tonight. So you can find me in the little link below. And as usual, Tommy, thank you so much. This show is always so much fun. It goes awry. So if there's any virgin ears out there in chat, just be prepared. You know, say all your prayers now and all that. And yeah. So thank you very much.
All right. I was just talking with Brandon. I'm sorry. I wanted to see if he wanted to come on, but I guess he had some flood issues at his place from Anchors Away.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he said he's cleaning up some doing a flood cleanup. Brandon from Anchors Away. But again, thank you for joining us tonight, Christine, and glad you guys could make the circuit here. It's always a pleasure to have you here. And why don't we go to Jack? You're up next there, buddy.
You did it because I was looking away. I know it.
I always do. I always look for whoever's not paying attention.
I was paying attention because I heard you call my name. What's up, everybody? I'm Jack Vapes. You could catch me on social media at I am Jack Vapes. You can also find me. Oh, you can find me in the Vape Shack, popping in from time to time, saying what's up when my schedule permits. You could also find me on YouTube at youtube.com/Jack Vapes. And let's see. I thought I had something else I wanted to say. Oh, yeah. Tommy, you're awesome and sexy.
Oh, yeah. Side note.
Donuts for Jack Vapes. Thank you, James. Appreciate that.
What were you going to say, Christine?
We all need to send Jack donuts one time. Like,
Yeah.
we all have to coordinate it.
Ooh, that's my thing. That's like Dawn's thing is the Purple Hearts. Mine is donuts. Nice. I got my own thing.
He'll get like boxes and boxes of donuts from all of us one day.
Yes. True story. National Donut Day. My wife decided to come by my work and give everybody boxes of donuts. I thought it was kind of fucked up, but whatever.
No, the worst one was you were in the patrol car asking us, do any of us vape donut vapes?
That was a legitimate
That was
question, though.
funny as hell.
Question. So that's a legitimate question.
You can smell it.
Listen, every single person in this room loves donuts. Don't lie.
It's true.
Damn right.
Obviously, people don't love me, and nobody's putting donuts up there, except for James.
I'm a glazed donut lover, brother.
There you go.
Glazed donut. You got me, brother, right there.
All right.
That's the real shit. Anyways, thank you very much, Jack, for coming on. And again,
thank you for having me. As always.
Glad you could complete the circuit here and joining us. We have Brian. You're up next there, buddy. As he's eating, I do it perfect every time.
As soon as I take a bite. What is up, everybody? Long time no see. I am Brian, in case you don't know who I am. You can find me on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Vape Shack, pretty much all social medias under Vape King Brian. And yeah, that's it. I got Montero on the IPv4 with some of the this one juice from Oil Vapes, and I got my Mutation B5 and my L3 with the Berry Truth from Donnie MF&G.
Nice. How is that? I wanted to find out how that one was.
Oh man, that's awesome. It is really awesome. If you like vanilla almond milk and you like strawberry, you'll love that. It's like as soon as you vape it, the first thing you get is like a smack in the face of strawberry, and then throughout the vape you get a hint of like almond, and then you get the milkiness on the tail end of the exhale. Yeah, it's really good.
Very, very cool. Thank you, buddy, for coming on. We've been missing you, and as I usually tell Sean, our aim is getting better. But it's definitely nice to have you back on here. We definitely have missed you, and hopefully we can get you back on here more often again, for sure.
All right, people, we got 52 people watching and only 29 likes. Come on now.
Thumbs up.
Come on, people.
And share
You
this.
know, good things happen when there's a lot of thumbs up.
Yep.
I put it in there. I put it. I said, you never know what might happen.
You never know.
And in the immortal words of Trump, what you got to lose?
That's it. It's free.
Just don't grab them in the pussy.
Just don't go.
Oh my god. Now, Jack, I gotta ask, why does Shane from Vaping Swag keep talking about your hairy chest?
Mine? Because it's mad sexy.
He's gonna whack.
That's the only thing I can think of.
I want proof.
No, because well, you said you want proof?
Yep. I guess she wants you to take your shirt off.
Oh
I've
shit!
already seen the holy pants.
Yeah, that's true. You haven't seen what's underneath the holy pants though. Hey.
And as JFM Development said, you know what kind of foods are shaped like dicks? The best kind.
Oh.
Bad.
So again, thank you, Brian, for showing up here tonight. I really appreciate it. I guess it's left up to me. I want to say hello to a few other people. I see Shane Vaping Swag is out there. John Carlo, I hope you're feeling better there, buddy. And if anybody else I missed, I'm sure I'll catch you throughout the show there. I'm just, as I'm going through, Caitlin's out there. What's going on? Matt Crow? We love nipples. That's for sure. So anyways, I'm not going to go over everything I'm vaping on, but I do have a couple flavors I do want to touch on. I'm working on this one here from Boosted. It's called chocolate covered Boosted. It's a chocolate strawberry creamy vanilla shake. Awesome juice there. And I'm also hitting on some of this Gemini Royalty, and that one right here is an awesome flavor. It's a buttered pecan banana nut bread. You like banana nut bread? Try it with this right here with the butter pecan. Knock your freaking socks off.
Will Boyle said you missed him.
Hey, Will, what's going on? We got Alaska in the hizzy. What's going on, my man? Joe from MVP, and I'm also I know a guy. I'm running here some of this. I know I'm gonna tear up the name. Letterless. This is a it's like a citrus grapefruit with like a little bit of lemon touch to it.
Ooh,
Got
that
some
sounds
floral
good.
notes into it too, and I don't know if it needs to be steeped or not, but I'm getting some floral notes into it. But overall, I've been hitting on it, and every time I go away, I keep on coming back to it. So that's a good thing there. And a few other items that I got on. This is that Diswan 2. You've seen Brian showing the Diswan. This is the Diswan 2. This is a very good one. It's an awesome custard with a funnel cake. I'm getting a bakery note, but I believe the description says funnel cake. Very delicious. And then, we got our staples, which is Adore Baby. This is some more of the caramel apple crisp. Awesome, awesome juice. I just really did a review onto this one. You guys want a good apple, caramel apple crisp? Brings me back to when I was younger, man. And we're all into some bondage, and I'm into some banana bondage tonight, baby. So, again, it's Lateralist is your jam. All right, yeah, like I said, it's very, very good. So, but it's Friday night. You know what we do when we do what we do. And right now we got 8 people on the panel. You never know. By the end of the show, we might have a full panel again. You never know what's going to happen. So, again, thank you, everybody, for joining us. And let's see what goes on. So anybody, you guys got anything good that came in over the week?
Yeah, premium line.
What do you got?
All of the juices.
Show us your juice.
Show us your juice.
The nitro vapor juices from premium supply, and I got the juices from Oil Vape this week. I got some new cotton that came in. So I found nice for cotton, and I wanted to test it out. And when I put my email and everything in for their subscription, they sent me a 50% off coupon. So I bought the 3-pack deal, and I got a Kala Gold, the Island Gold, and the Vapors Gold. And so far, they're pretty good. They hold up the heat really well. They don't have no kind of break-in at all.
Yeah, we got like 8 juices?
8 juices.
8 juices from their line to review.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, try unplugging your headset and plugging it back in. You're a little hard to hear. It kind of sounds like you're talking through a funnel.
I'm testing this one right
that
now.
That one right there, that's the only, well, there's 2 of them.
Well,
that one confused me.
Well, see, I taste the Belgian waffle, and I taste a little bit of the apple. I don't taste the blueberry, though.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yes, here we go. You know what I just seen that's really, really weird? So this past week with my videos, people have been saying that my audio is out of sync. But before I ever put a video live, I always make sure it's in sync. And then I've been watching other people's video. Like I was watching Jack's alien video the other day, and his was out of sync, and it jumped through the intro, jumped back, and went back into the intro. YouTube's going funky because right now I'm looking at the chat, and I'm looking at Tommy Vapor's channel, and it says subscribe. I've always been subscribed to Tommy. Is anybody else seeing this happening on their channels? Because it's crazy.
Yeah. YouTube is having some glitches.
YouTube's been acting insane lately. I don't know what the hell it's doing.
Yeah, because it wouldn't let me be a mod if I wouldn't subscribe to him, and it's telling me right here, if I hit subscribe, I can subscribe to him. Like right now, you should be getting a notification. I just subscribed.
I don't get notifications anymore.
Oh, it's crazy. I don't know. I just saw that and wanted to see if anybody else was seeing the same thing.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of screwed up stuff. Even when I go to edit and I'll go and check it, and I got that same thing where it looped at the beginning. It would play like 30 seconds and all over, just loop over and do it again.
Yeah, I was like, did Jack want me to see his intro twice? And then Natty told me it happened to him too. So.
Yeah, and I also went to my local brick and mortar and picked up some more big bottle coat, which is pink lemonade and cinnamon cream. It's awesome.
Nice.
I got this in today from good old Tommy from last week. Thanks again, Ian.
Right.
The man.
Ian.
And it smells like blueberry freaking slushy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that stuff is good. Like I said, I've had a few bottles of it. That's why I'm pretty well blueberry myself. I mean, literally, I've probably had 8 to 10 bottles of that stuff. So.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, Blue Wolf just said YouTube's been doing shady things lately. Have you heard about the YouTube heroes? Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about it also.
I don't know.
YouTube what?
YouTube what?
Heroes. They basically people you can apply to flag people's videos and all this other stuff. I don't know.
It's a good old boy club basically that YouTube started for people to basically be snitches to go around and turn in people that are cussing or doing things that are against these new policies that they started. And when you do that, you rack up you rack up pats on the back and stuff like that from YouTube, and you get little perks basically.
Oh, so
Yeah,
YouTube tattletales.
Yeah, it sounds great, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's narcs. That's all it is. It's YouTube narcs.
Yep. We don't like narcs.
Yeah, it's a really fucked up thing that they're doing. There's a lot of the big time, like the big boys, the big YouTube guys that are even making videos. There's several of them that made videos. Casey Neistat even made a video about it, saying how fucked up it is. You know, because they put it out. They put it out to all the big YouTube and said, hey, do you want to be a YouTube hero? You know, and you get all this bullshit. You know, and a lot of them were like, fuck you.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it's a really shady thing to do.
All they're gonna do is drive people away. They're gonna all they're gonna do is drive people to some other type of platform eventually.
Exactly.
Twitch, or they're gonna sit there and go to some other social media site.
Yep, you're absolutely right.
That's for sure.
All right.
We're sorry, David. We can't help that. Just all the sexiness going on, it's gonna happen, dude.
Tommy, I'm gonna blank out here for a moment. The women folk and the little children are coming home, so.
All right, man.
I'm not dropping. I'm just muting for a minute.
All right, we'll be here waiting for you.
All right.
So, what else is going on? Has anybody heard anything about what had gone on with Tuesday with NICOTINE and everything? I'm pretty sure we're not going to hear too much about it, but
yeah, that's kind of we were talking about it on Fresh's show. Jack's not there; he can't help me out. I'm like, he can't help me out there. Yeah, some people are taking it as positive, some people are taking it as negative, so it's still just kind of like up in the air. So, not sure. Oh, Jack said, yeah, we're fucked. I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, from reading some of the sites that, you know, in regards to, obviously they're not letting a whole lot out, but what has been said has been positive, that NICOTINE was able to present the case. The judge did ask several questions in regards to getting kind to know what the challenges were, why is it unfair, a lot of questions in regards to, you know, wanting to know more about what this is, and if the court had grounds to step in on the FDA's ruling and kind of find if it's, you know, stepping on our rights. So it wasn't like she was negative about it. It was like she really wanted to know, you know, tell me what is really going on from your point of view. And I guess there was like 100 questions asked. So it wasn't, you know, well, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. Okay, I'm going to go decide. She really asked a lot of in-depth questions, and they're saying it could take like 3 months to hear anything else, but there was positive notes because she was the kind of questions she asked and how many she asked, that it seemed to be positive. So
yeah, I mean, in my opinion, I think, you know, I mean, overall, this whole thing is, I really think that it's going to be just like the way they handle a lot of other things. They're going to raise everything all up. When we start pushing back, they bring it back down to where they're still going to be getting happy with what they want to get, but they're going to make it so they're going to cut things back and make everybody else give them that false sense of security of like, oh, well, it's better than what it was. We'll deal with it. And I really think a lot of that is still going to be where they're going to get what they want. They're going to get with some of it. We're going to end up with some, and I really feel that we're going to, but it's still, we're still going to get fucked in the end, and excuse my language.
Well, the only good part about it still being continued, I think, something positive we can look at it is that 1 Billion Lives is going to be released nationwide in just over 2 weeks.
Yeah, and I heard something about 1 Billion Lives was going to be going up for some sort of nomination or something. for Hollywood.
They're on the list.
Just being recognized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just being recognized alone is going to be leaps and bounds for them. For like Redbox or any of them to want to, or Netflix or any of them want to pick that up. Just by them being recognized into that kind of area, it's going to make them want to start getting that video out to other people. So that's a good thing in itself, whether they get an award or not. Just being nominated for it says volumes about that video.
Hey, Tommy, on the live feed, Natty's presented. He's stuck on the live feed.
Son of a bitch.
You did it again.
Son of a bitch. How's that? Is that better? See, we're all missing out on Nikki's background when I do apologize to everyone. Hey Manny, I see you got you did win one of those Star Pure tanks. You're gonna love it. That's all I can say. You're gonna love it. I know you were asking how is it. To me, it's one of the best flavor tanks out there. Overall, I know Beauty also has that same tank as well.
Love it. I just changed it out today. I'm doing the Clito right now, but yeah, so good.
You guys have convinced me. You know I'm a flavor chaser.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Sorry, I had to mute because we were hearing your bag.
I'm back. So I got something to add on the regs.
All right, good. That's what we want.
I was in a different room. I was preoccupied. I don't want to tell you where. And I was trying to type it, but the message was too long.
Porn tube?
No. We'll just, it was, yeah.
He was visiting the porcelain god.
Exactly. Thank you very much. So basically, after reading this is coming from my experience and reading the regs, or not the regs, but what has come out on, Law 360 or whatever it was. So basically, the situation that I'm worried about is where Christine read my comment where I said we're fucked, is how the judge spoke. The judge spoke and stated that on, as far as like, now I'm blanking on exactly what point she made, but she said that she does not believe that she has the jurisdiction. That is a problem with that word. And I think that was as far as the regulation dates and something else. And she, when she said that she does not probably have the jurisdiction, I think is or what Congress ruled. She does not have the jurisdiction to overrule what Congress has said. She may be correct with that, and if she does not have the jurisdiction, there's nothing that she could do. At that point, there's no judicial official that's going to be able to rule on that. It would have to go from Congress. So that's a problem. Number two of the problems that I see is the fact that she basically stated when it comes to PMTAs with for the vaping industry, she says that she does not believe at this point that the smaller businesses not being able to comply with the regulations of filing a PMTA due to the price, she doesn't believe that has anything to do in violation of the regs either. Basically, tough shit if you can't afford it. That's not enough for grounds to say that it is, it'd be unconstitutional or deemed, inappropriate or grievous and stuff like that. So that could be a problem as well. But now these are just initial statements. But as from my experience, initial statements usually tend to coincide with the outcome, the final outcome. And that is unfortunate. I know that there's some pretty good arguments being made on our side. There's some pretty good arguments being made on their side. I think it's, I don't know which way it's going to sway, but it's not really looking good from her comments. And that's just from my experience as far as the word jurisdiction.
All right.
Not to bring the mood down.
Yeah, I was like, that's sad.
Not to bring the mood down, but whenever a judge mentions the words not having or possibly not having jurisdiction, I've always seen it basically where it says, ain't nothing I could do.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
I see Angelica's popped out there. Michaela. Anybody else that I miss out there? Karen Presley. And
What about the state rights to deny the FDA?
Hey,
The states does not have rights to deny the FDA because the FDA is a federal agency.
Federal.
The states do have the right to make rules themselves, but it's the same thing with like the pot industry, the marijuana industry.
Yeah.
It could still be illegal for you to still do it, and they could still come in and tear your shop down.
really,
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Yeah, if it's against federal law, but state law says it's allowed, that doesn't mean that it may mean that you're okay as far as state laws, but you're not okay when it comes to federal law. So just like in California, how they're busting up all those recreation or mainly medical pot shops, they're still coming in and taking them down because due to the fact that it is still, federally illegal, and at the FDA, which is a federal agency, says that you are not allowed to sell a product without their approval and necessary licensing, they could come through very easily and take it down. And not only that, but state agencies would have to actually assist.
all right. Well,
I won't be one of those.
well, that's what I was going to wonder.
I'm out.
Yes, Giancarlo, I did see that sign. That was an awesome billboard out there in Missouri, for promoting vaping. I don't know if anybody else has seen that, but that was totally cool.
And that's the whole thing. I want to get back. Like I know Rochelle mentioned about the billion lives. That could definitely, with it going national and getting more eyes on it, that could be a great thing for our industry as far as from a focal point from the general public and non-vapors. But at the same time, that's not going to do shit when it comes to the case. Just because the judge is going to rule on evidence, going to rule on the arguments that are made, she's not legally allowed to rule on an emotion. And that's what, unfortunately, that's what a billion lives and our stories are, our emotions. They're, scientific evidence by saying that it's better for you or less harmful to you does not have anything to do with regulations because they're not outright banning it. If they're outright banning it, then that could be an issue. But with them just setting the bar extremely difficultly high has nothing to do with it. As long as you're still able to have a market available, that's all they need to do. And that's unfortunate.
Yep.
So what's your good spin on this, Jack?
My good spin on it is there's black market.
Okay.
Good spin is no matter what the court decides, and when I say court, I mean the judge. No matter what the court decides, there's always a way to appeal that decision and go to a higher court.
Right.
Now determining whether that higher court goes on our side or their side or whatever, because right now this judge could rule on our behalf, right? Say she rules on our behalf. The FDA appeals that decision. It goes to a higher court, and then that court could rule on the FDA side or vice versa.
Right.
That's
what Manny Vapes was just saying.
It could still have a problem with that. But the hope that we do have is I've seen a similar thing. Okay, I've seen a thing where something was declared unconstitutional by a federal court judge. It went to the Supreme Court, and it was determined that it wasn't unconstitutional and it was allowed. And that became case law. Case law rules all. So basically we're going to have to take it to the highest court. Eventually it's going to go to the highest court, period. That's no matter what. It's going to be a long fight. It's going to go to the highest court. We just have to hope and pray that the highest court rules in our favor. Because if the highest court says no, kind of screwed.
One thing I wanted to touch on, and I wish Sean was here because I know he's usually my book of knowledge of what that is, but I heard that Philip Morris has actually bought copyrights to like Ego and other vaporizers from some of the bigger companies. So it kind of tells me that they're looking to that they're going to be starting doing more vaporizers, but they're going to actually own the copyrights to it. So I wonder what's going to happen to the market. And I'm just wondering if anybody else has heard anything about this.
I believe that I would definitely believe in that. just due to the fact that I've heard of smaller companies, like as soon as the regs were announced, started selling out to big tobacco companies.
I know a lot of quite a few different juice companies have done that also.
I wouldn't be surprised if hardware manufacturers doing it either. Sometimes when shit hits the fan, sometimes people just want to cash out and go.
Yeah, that's true. And like even I know Rochelle got that same one as me, but Wismic and the MyJet one, they come out with that little I don't have it here in front of me. I think Rochelle does, but they're going to be also having little pods that go into that, and they're all going to be from different companies, from like Cutwood. I don't know, a lot of the bigger names.
They're all the big ones. One Hit Wonder. What was the other one? I can't remember, but they were all the bigger ones.
Right. And so I'm thinking a lot of this is still going to be geared somewhere behind big tobacco, because some of the companies, like even Cutwood, Philip Morris, I heard that also had bought out Cutwood. So that kind of goes hand in hand, if you think about it, with that new vaporizer from MyJet, which is a mouth to lung, which is going to be, which to me, I mean, I love that one, because the vapor that you get off of that on the 0.8 one, have you tried that, Rochelle?
No, I'm about to go get it and set it up right now. That sounds like a good idea.
The 0.8 one, you will be amazed, even though it says mouth to lung. If you just draw off in it like regular, and you would be amazed on the clouds you're going to get off in that. And what's really cool is the way you can fill those up and use them. It's very simple to do, and then
like I said, and there's no button.
Right, and again, there's no button, no nothing onto it.
Getting back to the closed systems versus open systems, I do think that we actually do have a case if they pursue it, or if someone pursues it. It's freedom of choice. If you could prove that the devices are safe, then they could say file a discrimination on freedom of choice. I mean, because that's what it is. I mean, this is what I choose to use. It is safe for me. Why can I not be allowed to own this and purchase this?
Do you see what Manny put out there in the chat? Walgreens is now selling e-leaf products and e-juice. Now, I thought Walgreens was one that was against vaping altogether.
Yeah.
No, I think that was Rite Aid.
Okay, maybe Rite Aid or CVS, maybe one of them.
Mm-hmm. Rite Aid, definitely.
CVS.
It was CVS. Okay, Natty, you're back. Okay.
Yeah, CVS.
It was our Rite Aid too.
Yeah, CVS took everything off, anything smoke related off their shelves.
I have not seen e-leaf products there, but I have seen two different brands of e-juice, and one of them more branded style e-juice instead of like what we're used to seeing at like the gas station and stuff like that, like strawberry crap or whatever. It was literally like Moon Kicker or something like that, like branded, like trying to brand their names and sell them in 30 milliliter glass bottles.
Yeah, so safer than the Note 7. And yes, 7 has done the recalls. So if you have a Note 7, you can do it.
Yeah, that's costing some serious money to Samsung. They're saying something like $5 billion. Oh
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's going to be costing a lot more.
A cell phone blows up on somebody, and nobody cares about that. But if a fucking vape blows up, it's the end of the fucking world when that happens.
They can just recall and
ridiculous.
sell it again. I know.
Well, the bad thing about it is, okay, when a vape, we have a problem with a vape. Where do we have to contact? We have to contact China, and at least with Samsung is, they're here. You know what I'm saying? They're a well-made product. You know what I'm saying? So you got different things, but they're going to be out billions upon billions, even more, because of all the lawsuits are going to be against them for all the blowing up. And I mean, what, a car, body, skin grass. So.
I want to quote something if I can. Oh, sorry, Will.
Oh, it's okay. Tommy, what kind of juice did you put in yours? Because it said it was best with like a 70-30, 60-40. I'm going to get ready to set this up.
I ran actually 80-20 into it. I ran banana bondage into it, which is an 80-20, and I had no problems with it.
Yeah, look at this. You got a 7-wrap Canthol build in it. You can re-wick these. They drop in just like this. And what's cool about it, I have a review coming up on here, but if you look at it, there's no button, right? You just take a vape and it lights up. So it's really, really, really nice. And I guess these are the parts that are going to come.
Those little pods are going to become pre-filled.
I've seen somebody already learn how to rebuild it.
Yeah, you just snap it into place. And it's a 7-wrap Canthal that's in there right now.
And you can replace the cotton in those as well.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like Giz wants in.
Yeah, I just sent him the link.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was fixing it.
So I do have a quote from the lawsuit that could be positive for us. Benjamin Block, who represents Nicopure, argued that the Tobacco Control Act, which is the law that grants FDA deeming authority, does not give the agency the power to define a product as a tobacco based on its intended use. Block described vaping devices, said that an open system that is neither made or derived from tobacco or for human consumption is not subjected to the regulation. So that could be an argument right there as far as devices.
Right.
Go lay down. Go lay down.
Gizzard, it should be over on your Facebook under your Gizzard name.
Stop it. Go lay down. Damn dog.
So
you just want some loving.
Devices might be all right.
No, I gave him some ice cream from McDonald's, and she's a little hog, and she's still licking the paper plate, and there's nothing on it.
Oh, your dog's spoiled. My dog gets food and training treats. That's it.
All these dogs are spoiled. We got 4 dogs in the house. They're all spoiled to hell. My grandmother just bought a little Shih Tzu mixed with Lhasa Apso, and she's only 8 weeks old. She's spoiled already.
What color is she?
Gray and white, like a grayish, whitish.
Nice.
Gray and white spots and little white paws on her. She's only about this big.
Oh, I know. We have a Lhasa, and we also have a the other, what you just said there. I'm having a brain fart.
Shih
Tzu. And
Shih Tzu.
yeah. And when we got them, they were tiny babies. I mean, they would fit in your hand.
Yeah.
Ro, what is that device called?
The MyJet Brads has it. You go to bradsvapor.com. You can get it by My Vapors and Wismic.
Yes.
Called the Jet.
It's called MyJet.
My Jet. No, it's my Jet.
It looks like you're vaping on a freaking marker.
A highlighter. With some yellow e-juice in there.
Like, because that jewel had that same kind of like flat, shape to it too. So
They did contact me, David.
Yeah, it's a whole 1.5 mils. Ow.
Yeah, it don't hold a lot of juice, and I think it's a 300 mAh battery onto it, or 350. But with the amount that you're going to be drawing off in that, it'll last quite a while. What's really nice is the way it just all snaps together. You can put it in your pocket, in your purse, and it's closed. So you're not going to have to worry about having all that gunk in there.
Great for just a newbie getting off of.
Not only that, you don't have to sit there and wait for it to wick for 10, 15 minutes because of the way it's got that coil.
Exactly.
Have you used it yet, Ro, or no? Just now?
No, she used the other
drop down on it. Actually, it's like a tighter draw, but doesn't feel like a tight draw.
That's what I'm saying.
Good clouds and good flavor.
Yeah, the flavor onto it is very, very good. And you, which coil do you use? The 0.8, or is that the 1.2 or 1.4?
I couldn't see. I just stuck one in there.
Isn't that a beginner's device?
Yes and no.
I think it's an e-vapors device because it's a good discrete device. You're getting flavor and clouds, and it's But it would definitely be good for a starter, but it's something that anybody can use. I would use this. I mean,
Oh, hell yeah.
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 I mean, that would be a little something nice to have, like if you have to go to like a formal function or something.
Yeah.
You don't want to be freaking carrying around a freaking big ass heavy mod in your freaking
Absolutely.
tuck, in your
Not only
tux
that,
or
how
your
many times
suit.
have you put your vape pen or whatever in your pocket and it freaking fires because there's a button on it? This has no button.
Yeah,
So-
John Bewley said he saw on Facebook that there was one that auto fired. I don't see how that can, because that only
You
fires
have to
off
draw
and
on it.
it's activated by
You
when you draw off in it.
Right. Don't believe everything you read on Facebook.
That's right. There, Yeti, it's a suck start.
Unless I wrote it.
Suck starting a Harley.
Yeah, right.
Then believe it and share it.
I just hope it doesn't come down to like that. That's our only option. Like, you know, I mean, I just don't think that's right.
I have a nice little option that's coming in. I should have that probably, hopefully Tuesday or Wednesday. It's by Keyri. It's called the Keyri Z. And the thing is the same size as a cell phone. You want to see the production onto that. And it's also mouth to lung as well.
Because the sucky part is if they do, you know, allow them regs to stick and all that bull crap. Like I said, it's not us enthusiasts slash, you know, hobbyists that's going to be affected. It's going to be the newbies and the people wanting to get off cigarettes is going to be affected, because most of us got enough freaking equipment to last us forever.
Right.
You know.
And a lot of people too, like, you know, when they had the what did I start on, like the Sig 2Os or whatever, and I mean, a lot of that stuff doesn't work for people.
Yeah.
So it's not, you know, they need something bigger and more powerful, and those little My Jets are just, they're not going to do it for them. So
We'll have renegades out there like Yeti over there just spinning wire all day for people. Well, you got to think about it. There's good points. China will never stop. Other countries that produce equipment will never stop. It's just going to be juices that, you know, is going to be the problem. And I don't know about you, but the majority of us are probably not going to buy our juices from overseas or buy nicotine from overseas unless it comes from a reputable country. No one's going to buy Chinese fucking juice. That's just not going to happen. I wouldn't trust that shit. But we will still be able to produce and DIY our own liquids no matter what. We just may or may not be able to have the nicotine. And I don't know about you guys, but I will still vape even if I can't get nicotine.
Well, you can always substitute nicotine for caffeine. Same
You can,
shit.
yes.
I can't, unfortunately.
And I can, because I don't use nicotine. I mean, I do only when I'm testing, but when I'm vaping my own juice, I don't even use any nicotine. I only do it from when I'm testing from a customer, only because I want to be able to describe what their nicotine is. But other than that,
if it's good or not.
I don't need nicotine. So I can make it all day long and be happy.
We got a full house.
Hell yeah!
Yes.
Well, everybody, we welcome Gizzard. So Gizzard, I got a couple questions I want to ask you. First, how are you doing? And,
Pretty good.
Very sorry to hear with everything that went on for you and everything. I know what it's like. I fully understand. And but we're glad to have you here for sure. And you know, maybe after you you know, you go your rounds there, maybe you have some input of what's going on with everything with vaping.
Yeah, what have you guys been talking about? I have no idea where you're at.
Well, we were just talking about with we started out talking about with the regs that were going on with NICOTINE, and then we kind of bounced off in that a little bit, and then we got into talking about. We mentioned that I had actually mentioned about how I had heard Philip Morris had actually bought the actual copyrights of the Ego style pen, I guess, the vaporizers. Then we went from that, and then we brought up about with the MyJet that Rochelle is vaping on there. I don't have mine in front of me, but thinking that, you know, we might end up having a lot of the newer ones are going to go that way. But if that is the case, if that MyJet is going to be one that's available, that's not a bad option for anyone.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's the deal on you're saying that Big Tobacco has bought the rights to make ego pens?
Yeah, they bought the actual copyright from the originator. They bought some different other copyrights also from other companies, and from what I've heard. And I mean, I'm just trying to get some.
Well, they're probably setting themselves up for technologies that follow the FDA guidelines, right?
Yeah.
So if it all gets kicked all the way back to 2007, I imagine there were ego pins, weren't there?
Yes, they were.
So there you go. They're setting themselves up to be the only legal manufacturer of hardware.
Okay. So that makes more sense that way for it to be like that. Exactly. Okay.
Right. I mean, why else would you buy that antiquated hardware or, the license to it? Because if we don't get this thing overturned, then they'll be the only game in town.
True.
So it makes perfect sense to me. I mean, the other thing I'd like to say about Big Tobacco is, they've got a lot of money and they got think tanks and they're not stupid. So, if they're buying the patent and ego pin, I have to, without even putting on a tinfoil hat, you kind of can jump to the conclusion that they probably know what they're doing.
Yeah, and they would have the more insight of what's going on before any of us also, so. Well, that's part of the deal of what, we're trying to talk about that because I've been running it through my head, and that's the only really thing that does make sense is that if, with the regs going back to them, if they're the only ones that have that right, okay, so yeah, now they got the corner market onto that, so.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
And Caitlin out in the chat loves the color of your beard.
Well, thank you.
I told him it was extra voluminous today. He wouldn't give me the secret. I wanted his secret conditioner, but he wouldn't give it to me.
Bear oil.
It is bear oil. Thanks for giving up my secret.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I only know your secrets because I stalk you, Giz.
Oh, yeah. Yes, it kind of got that little strawberry shortcake action going on, bro.
Strawberry shortcake.
I love it. I love you.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if anybody saw my video that I put up today.
Yes,
that was funny. That was funny. Stole my spork.
A little non-vape related endeavor into just having some fun.
That was totally awesome. But speaking of glorious beards, Owen Ginter, today is his 1-year beard anniversary.
Congrats! I didn't know there was a thing, but okay.
But not only that, I think he mentioned the other night that he might be making it disappear.
Yeah, he's gonna shave it off.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, you got a Movember, right?
Movember.
Well, that's why I kind
mow that shit
because November's coming. So
yeah, that's tradition. You're supposed to mow it off and start over.
Yep.
I don't think I'm going to do that though.
Yeah, that'll never happen.
I was going to say you got 2 other glorious beards here on the panel here. So
I'm trying for like Rip Tripper status.
You want to know?
He shaved his, but
yeah.
Then he painted it on.
And he painted it. Yeah.
Oh no, that's just the way it looks.
Yeah. That's how Hulk Hogan's looks too.
I had a high school friend of mine. He had a big old beard like Yeti and you guys. And he shaved that sucker off about a month ago, and he put his picture on Facebook. I said, that's the guy I remember. I don't remember that guy with all that fucking hair on his face. But oh God, he looked like a little toddler. I'm like, oh, bless his little heart.
Did y'all see that Instagram post I made about the the length of your beard relative to your vaping knowledge.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I saw it on Facebook. I shared it with Nikki and some other people.
Yeah, they also have the new T-shirt where it basically tells you your status of your beard. And like the length of it, it's like grizzly, and then it's like, you know, it's a whole bunch of. And I'm like, well, I couldn't read the top because the guy in the picture actually had a beard, so it had a couple underneath there.
Yeah, actually, that really hits home, I think. Of course, the other thing is that vaping causes baldness.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what's going on here?
Does it? Uh-oh.
I don't know about you, homie.
I'll leave my
I'm all right, but
but my beard don't grow. That's as long as it's gonna get. But that's too
might
long
be
for
all
me.
right, but there's a lot of bald vapors in the vape community.
Well, as long as I don't lose the hair on my head, I'm cool being bald everywhere else.
I know, me too. I was just gonna say that. Save on razors.
How's your eyeball doing, Roro?
Do you see? Hold on, if I look that way.
Yeah, it's
not as bad, but oh, no, I've tried everything.
I don't think it looks like you need an eye patch.
And that's where you can find that beer growth chart T-shirt. It says manly, cave manly, sea captain, dude-ly, trucker-ly, hillbilly, hippie, Bigfoot-ly. You know, it goes on. The last one is godly. So.
Yeah, that's what I was just fixing to say. What Shane said. I straightened mine a couple of days ago. Holy shit, that looked goofy as fuck. Dude.
Did you take a picture?
Hell no, man. It looked fucking.
I want to straighten that and like braid it.
They braid it. We'd all come over and braid it, put little bows in it.
Hey, they do have those like curling irons and stuff that does the curls. You can sit there and do like an instant curl on each one and
like do ringlets.
How did you straighten it?
Yeah, if you put curls in your beard, dude, we're yanking a man card from you, homie.
I would love to get a hold of that beard. I'll curl it, color it. That'd be awesome.
Actually, you won't color it because I've tried.
No.
Color will not stay for some reason.
Did you use just for men?
No, I use like hair dye.
No, they have it just for men. It's meant for beards.
Yeah, but see, who wants that? I wanted like a pink streak.
Crazy colors, yeah.
You gotta strip it.
Yeah, I was bored the other day. My wife had left for work, and I went in the bathroom, and she left her hair straightener was still going. It was still like hot and running. And I was like, well, fuck it. I started fucking around with it. And by the time I was done, I was like, shit, what the fuck was I thinking?
He splashes his face with water just to get the curl back.
Needless to say, I was not online at all that day.
Owen said you should buy a crimper.
Oh God!
Waves in there.
The 80s beard.
I actually have one, and I did it last year for a company 80s party. I was like, what the fuck was I thinking in high school? This just does not look cute, and it fries the fuck out of your hair.
Right?
I look like I got electrocuted.
Yeah, it looks like you know, like ching 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 ching.
Andy Garcia said you should cornroll that shit. Well, Giancarlo, he already tried to coil some up the other day. He was saying, I heard him saying he was trying to twist up some wire, caught the beard in with it.
Oh,
that's why I was deliberating on shaving like at least this one side of it off. like just like right here, because it's always like right here. It always gets snagged in my chuck, and chuck will stand up. It's like ripping chunks out.
That just gives me the chills.
But see what sucks? What sucks is like as soon as it grabs hold, you know, it's like you can't stop and back it out, you know, because the motherfucker's tied up in there anyway. So you just got to gun it and just rip that son of a bitch out. I tried because I tried backing it out and it just knotted up worse.
Well, Manny and
Blue
Blue Wolf said to go ahead and jerry curl it and get that soul gold action going in there.
And
the vaping swag says that crimped hair makes them moist.
that's what I was just gonna say.
Oh.
Well, in that case.
Well, I threw mine away, unfortunately, a while ago. So
That's why I told you, hair ties and bobby pins in your case are your best friend.
Sit there, twist it with your finger, kind of like roll it until it twists, twist up, and then just take a bobby pin.
Boom. Problem solved. And you still go to keep your glorious beard.
And they do make little mini bobby pins too. They don't just make those really big ones, you know, like some people wear.
And I want to stick up for Caitlin, just real quick. I want to stick up for Caitlin. Everybody that's out in chat, Caitlin doesn't like the moist word. I'm just saying she doesn't like the moist word. So, you know.
what was that? I'm sorry, my word cut out. What was that word?
I think it was moist.
Moist.
Oh.
She don't like it moist.
It's very, very moist in here right now.
Yeah.
Let's see that chat. Let's see that chat get moist.
Creamy. Bionic says creamy.
My tank is kind of moist.
Oh no, be a bionic creamy. That might be a yeast infection.
No, that's blue waffle. That's blue waffle.
And you always want the mound a little moist.
Yeah, this vape is very moist for sure. Really, really. I think between my breasts it's a little moist too. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Giggity.
My kitty's nose is moist.
That's just snotty.
Let's look at all. Yeah, my Starbucks cup. It's the outside is moist for sure. Yeah.
My crack is moist. Oh, I'll be right back.
Well, that's called swamp ass.
Do you know what this is? Do you know what this is?
A moist
Do you know what this is? It's a moist towelette.
It's a moist towelette. That's the other word that cracks me up. Towelette.
Towelette?
That just cracks me
Because
up.
it's a half of a towel.
Yep. It's a mini towel. It's a towelette. I'm like,
Hey Ray.
It's a serviette in Canada.
Not even that sounds even worse.
Just in case you were wondering.
oh, is Caitlin now talking about my favorite word?
The C. Oh God, no.
The C word.
Can you imagine that coming up in a juice review?
God damn.
That would
Don't even mention the word condoms around me right now.
Yeah.
Are you having condom issues, Nikki?
Yeah.
Huh?
You having condom issues?
I guess lack of condom issues of a couple kids.
Great, lovely.
So it'll be Nana Nikki.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So.
I would like to share some vape mail that I got today.
Yes, please do.
Fuck yeah.
Today I got a very special package in the mail, and it's Row Row Go Go.
Oh, yay!
And I must say it's quite good. Right when I first smelled it, I'm like, butterscotch. So it's caramely, and I think there is butterscotch in it. Being a DIYer, I would be shocked if it didn't have butterscotch in it.
Yeah,
But
butterscotch and frat base. So
yeah, it's very good. So
About
thank you, Rochelle.
you're welcome.
Moxley, about another hour we'll be running. Yeah, if you guys are an over dripper and you get a little moist.
I'm definitely an over dripper.
You can always
How long have you had that problem?
You can always use an Adore e-liquid vape towel.
Moist towelette.
A moist towelette.
Well, she's coming out with moist towelettes now. Wow.
Or you could use a Jack Vapes.
Or is she sending them pre-moist?
No, actually, this line right here, actually in this package, moist towelettes were included.
Nice.
Nice. But that just means they're extra sticky.
But you guys really, it's very important. If you go over to Adore e-liquid, make sure you get those towels for those moist moments.
Absolutely.
I just want to know why it's off the wall and right beside your desk.
Well,
Well, and Tommy, you got to let them know, because if you don't take care of those moist moments, we end up looking like a glazed donut.
yes, we do, man. But you always know that is a great night of oral sex when you both wake up the next day and you both look like a glazed donut.
And he has that towel next to his desk because he watches my videos.
You fucking know it, baby. Rifle off those knuckle children all the way, baby.
Right.
But honestly, the next morning, don't you really look like a Krispy Kreme?
Or feel like one.
all dried up and crackly. And
It's no longer moist.
That's when that's when you reach over to your nightstand and you pull out your moist towelette. Cleanse the face.
And just to let you know, Caitlin, we all love you.
Nancy, I may have to make a new category, Caitlin's Moist Moments. Okay, that's the name of your channel, Caitlin. Moist Moments with Caitlin.
There you go. I love it.
That's like true vape form right there.
I don't think anyone's mentioned this in a while, but there's also dry knuckles.
Oh, yeah, you got to keep those knuckles moist.
That's because you're pumping out too many knuckle children.
Yeah, he said knuckle lube.
Oh yeah. Now my knuckles are moist.
Nice. Vaping moist.
Actually, Ben should know that one. Ben, Nathan, because he loves his favorite juice is called Moist. And yes, there is a juice called Moist.
Yep.
There's a lot of juices called things I don't even want to sit there and mention because it makes me blush.
Oh, Bionic's talking about half-dead 9-volt batteries. Not again.
As long as he's not talking about that 4-letter word, we're great.
He is
Oh,
still.
he already did earlier in the chat.
Really?
He's been trying to get his wife to do that, but she ain't trying to hear it. So, as I say, you have to sneak it in, man. You can't ask her.
Someone must have told her about the show.
You gotta kind of have it hid under, like, the end of the bed between the mattress and the box spring. So when you get ready to slide up in there, then you just, when she ain't looking, you just grab it and slide it out. Just saying. And if you don't do that, try the Listerine pocket packs.
I'll send you some 9 volts. Natty, I think they're talking to you.
I don't need them.
Well, remember last week, 9 volts.
Yep.
Ever putting it on your tongue?
No, that's not where he was putting it.
But it can't be a fresh 9-volt bag, because she might beat the shit out of you.
Oh hell yeah! You know it.
It's gotta be like getting close to being dead.
That's depending how kinky she
You
is.
have a black eye, Tommy.
Yeah, the kinkier is.
Do I have a black eye? No.
I said, why are you going to come in here next week with a black eye? Because you're going to try to go at your wife with a fresh 9-volt.
Hell yeah! You're like, what the fuck you doing? Whack!
Slap the dog shit out of you.
Mm-hmm. Tony said, have you all seen the juice called Pussy Juice? It has a pussy slit on the bottle, no joke.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Seriously?
No.
A D&D or one of them posted that today.
Oh my god.
Really?
It's like
Hang on,
that
I'll find it.
juice line called Drip Dicks. It's like, I won't even vape that just keep their name.
I was sitting there browsing the internet, and they sit there, it showed like images and stuff of I think it was first or second graders sitting there drawing their vision of a candlelight, and they all look like vaginas. They posted it on the wall, and they like took a picture of it, and they're like, "Oh, I don't think it was going the way that they hoped it would."
That's funny.
Well, it's like you guys know I work for an eyeglass company. Well, one of our luxury brands is called Chrome Hearts, and all of their glasses have sexual or raunchy names. You know, they Meat Wallet, Money Shot. I know one of them's called Dixon U.
Are you?
Bullshit you not. There's one. They have one that's called. They have one that's called the C word, and this is that's what they name all their glasses have, like dirty names to them.
You have to take a picture of those. I need new glasses. Actually, I'm about due. So.
Well, you have to go to one of our luxury stores to see those bad boys.
Oh, you can't take a picture and send it to me?
I don't even get to see these damn things.
Oh, damn.
So they're all dirty sexual names?
That would be so funny.
Is there one called Jack Vapes?
Yeah.
I
No.
I mean,
I order them, but I don't get to see them.
Everybody always says to me, like, "Oh my god, I love your glasses. Where'd you get them?" Or like, "What brand are they?" And like, that would be hysterical.
You cunt.
Oh yeah.
Oh
You're
yeah.
what?
They got one. They got one called. What is it?
It's one called.
Oh yeah. He's like Randall said, you need a pair of cunts.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They got But if you have, so they're not every city though. If you have an Ellory or an Aspen like eyeglass store in your town, go check them out. Go check them out.
I don't want to change up too much. I just want to change the subject a little bit here. Anybody see those? That's down there. I know they're having it down at Southside Vaporium over there. But John Carlo had posted this on IG. Are they going to be doing any other raffles other than down at Southside Vaporium on this one there, John Carlo?
Yes. There was a couple extras made. And I believe that they are going down there to be sold. And I don't know if there's going to be any more made after, like when they get back. But I know that there was another couple more made to be sold.
All right, cool. That's what I was kind of curious because that's, I think that would be totally awesome to help raise money also. I mean, that's got to cost some money to make that. I mean, with everybody's insignia, everybody's little logo onto it and everything like that, that is so totally cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is cool.
That's a pretty fucking badass deal, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeti wire.
Why is it when I go to look for something, I cannot find it? And I wanted to share this with you guys, that pussy juice.
Nah.
Because you watch too much Pornhub.
I know. Well, that's the biggest problem right there.
Mm-hmm.
There goes Tommy again, talking about my Saturday nights.
Hell yeah.
Tommy's always talking about how his internet's glitching and all that other stuff. That's because he's got that Pornhub running in the background.
You know how many viruses I have to take away every day?
Yeah, but you keep on saying you watch Jack's show. Doesn't that get you off enough?
But I rebound so quickly, I just need to have more of it.
What?
You're not enough.
You gotta be pumping out more videos, Jack.
Shit.
No pun intended.
Pumping them out.
Hey, Jack, why don't you tell people what's going on Monday?
Oh, yeah, for the show?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're going to be having some awesome people on. Me. And me. Oh, there's me. Nah. For real, we're going to be having... I got this big-ass knife in my hand, so... we're going to be having Moxley on the show, on my show, on Monday, as well as Meg, as she's also known as the Coil Queen down in New Zealand. And we may or may not have at least 2 other vapors from New Zealand on the show as well. So it's going to be kind of just a whole New Zealand show to kind of talk about what's going on down there, all their issues that they're having, which their issues are nowhere near as bad as ours. Just kind of talk about the differences and kind of pick their brains and stuff like that, is what's going on. It'll be fun.
Yeah, that's gonna be really cool to get like a different perspective on everything.
Yeah.
No.
Eddie's also going to be on the show. He just doesn't know it yet.
He might.
Okay, you gotta present yourself, Tommy.
Does now.
Present
What
yourself.
is it?
Oh,
It's the pussy juice.
but
Oh God.
you got to present yourself.
That's just wrong in so many ways.
I can't see it.
It had a pussy on it. I seen it.
Lord.
Yeah.
That's gotta appeal to children.
Yes, I believe it.
You'd be surprised.
Christine, just go to D&D's. You'll see it.
Okay. Oh, God.
I don't know why people do shit like that with everything we got going on with the FDA.
I know. I was just gonna say that. I was like, what is this world coming to? Like, are people such dumbasses?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. It still astounds me how dumb people are. Like, I just can't. I don't know.
It's because they're stupid. Just like I told them, I think I told you guys last week because you weren't here, how that Pokemon juice or whatever, they sent me a message on Instagram. They're like, hey, would you like to review our juice? And I said, no, and unfollow me on Instagram. I don't have nothing to do with your company. You know, it's just disrespectful. Like, you know, you're destroying, you're not destroying, but you're affecting the image of this, of our community.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
not right. It's not right.
Yeah, that's. Ugh.
That shit ain't funny.
Fuck those guys.
Fuck
Sorry,
those guys.
I had to do it. You won't hear me say much about that with any company out there, but companies are like that. They have cartoony type stuff, or even play on like actual cartoons that are out there. You know, like Pokemon and stuff like that. Like, no respect. So I'm not going to give you any respect.
No.
They do have Fred Flintstone Viagra, however.
I take that shit by the dozens.
That's so sad.
Yabba dabba do.
Yabba dabba don't.
I just want to eat pebbles.
Oh, good one.
No, wait a minute. Pebbles is a little girl.
But
No,
you didn't see how she grew up.
no.
I wouldn't want to mess with
Wait a
her.
minute,
Her husband
Tommy.
is Bam Bam.
But Tommy, if you remember the actual singer Pebbles from the 80s,
Yes.
I'd eat Pebbles.
Oh, yeah, I eat pebbles. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Y'all, you youngins wouldn't remember that.
No, they wouldn't know nothing about that.
Daughter Judy.
I think Judy was a stank. She's like
his wife.
You never saw her. You never saw her. You never saw her in the episodes. So she was out freaking getting tossed.
Their boy Elroy.
That was like the cartoon version of Married with Children.
You know what? You're actually right.
It's true.
Man, I tell you what, this is night and day between all the other vaping live shows.
Yeah, that's for sure.
You ever notice they sit there and says, you know how the song goes? It says meet Justin's daughter Judy, but then it says their boy Elroy. Was Judy from another marriage?
Probably.
Yes.
Now that we're getting into that, did you ever wonder about SpongeBob? How you guys know SpongeBob? You're all in that age group now.
What the hell?
SpongeBob is always moist.
He is always moist.
A few episodes he had a little issue with dryness, but he must have used that Vagisil and he was cool.
He also had the case of the bubbles.
But did you ever notice Mr. Krabs, his daughter, is a hammerhead shark?
No, she's a whale.
Or a whale.
A whale.
SpongeBob was initially meant for Adult Swim.
Yeah, Adult Swim. That's when I started watching it.
SpongeBob and Squidward, or not Squidward,
Patrick
were gay lovers.
Yep.
That makes a lot of sense.
That's when the show was
That
good.
does make sense.
Yeah.
Yep. That's when the show was good on Adult Swim.
But,
It was
yeah,
great.
but you got to think about all the, sandy cheeks, bikini bottom.
Bikini bottom.
Yep.
Come on now. Come on now. Yeah.
Welcome to the Vape Show. Let's talk about SpongeBob.
Yeah.
But what's funny, Tommy, is that my wife named her van Pearl because it's a gray minivan. So think about it. Big gray whale, Pearl.
Yeah.
Mr. Krabs' daughter, Pearl. Yeah, big gray whale.
Yeah, I know. She always asked her dad for money like he was her sugar daddy. That's for sure there.
Yep.
Well, maybe that's what he was. He wasn't her real daddy. He was the sugar daddy.
She'd be like, hey, daddy, I need some money. I earn that shit, bitch.
Right?
So, why there's a little break in the action, why don't we do a giveaway for a $20 gift code to Diggs Elixir?
Oh, yes. Let's do that.
Let me get my thing set up. Let me get my shit set up here. And Nikki can put a stop in the room, and then we're going to go through. We got 45 people, so let's do 1 through 75. And only one number, please, for everybody. And when Nikki says start, you can put your numbers in.
You can go.
And go.
Get them numbers, get them going.
Michaela. Brian, you see what Michaela put in there? I think she was thinking of you.
Mm-hmm.
She put 69 in.
She stole my damn number.
He took that number.
And what comes after 69?
Mouthwash.
There you go.
I was gonna say Pleasure Town, but okay.
That's only for me and you, Jet.
And there is a
Wait, together? Don't, whoa, let's clear that up. Is it together? Me and you together.
Yes, me and you together. Yes.
Oh, okay, I'm cool with that.
there is a liquid out there called Orgasm, too. I just want to try it just for the sake of it.
There's also a juice called Blue Balls.
Yeah, I don't want blue balls.
Yeah.
Christine, I could give you Orgasm for free.
Oh!
Mm-hmm.
And you can't order that shit online.
I'll vape on the Orgasm juice while you do.
Actually, you can't.
I stopped it for you, Tommy. It was slow down.
All right. So she put the stop in. I'm going to generate this here 3 times, and whoever the third number that gets picked will be the winner. Good luck, everybody, and don't forget, whoever does win, you are responsible for the shipping, so we can continue to do this here. So the first number that was picked was blinded, 30.
30.
The next number is
31.
Oh my
31.
God.
And the big wiener,
Still blinded, and you guys scooted over a little bit. 4.
Number 4.
James Bennett.
All right, congratulations,
money.
James. Get a hold of me after the show if you can contact me through YouTube. Then I'll get you what you need over there, and just go to my homepage and hit the About section, and then you'll find a spot that says Message. Click onto that, and then you can just let me know. So this way here, I know it's actually you that is actually contacting me, and then we'll get back and forth to each other, and so I can get you that code over to there. Congratulations. Stick around. We got one more coming up in a little while, guys, before we get out of here tonight. We did hit the 50, but I didn't bring up anything to do with an extra giveaway tonight, but we'll do something next week for sure. I'll do something. I got a few things still to give away. I've just been a little off this week. But what kind of voodoo is that shit?
Hey,
All right.
Tommy. I just wanted to pop on for a couple minutes and say hello. I'm going to head out. Thanks. And everybody have a good evening.
Yes, thank you very much for coming on, Giz. It's always a pleasure having you on here, buddy.
And get off your butts and vape.
That's it.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Let's see. Take it easy, brother.
I almost shut the live. I'm so used to him going bye and cut the live, and I almost hit the stop broadcast. That would have been funny as hell.
Tommy, Juan Rivera said that he has Noisy Cricket that he'd like to put up for a giveaway.
Oh.
All right, cool. How do you want to do it? You want me to just do a number drawing?
Why was he timed out?
Oh, he's timed out by Giz or Scoo. They have a Giz.
Yeah,
they have a pass.
It's Giz.
Okay.
They have a pass. And it's moist.
And it's moist.
And it never learns. Juan said yes, the number generator is fun.
All right, so we'll do again. We'll do the 1 through 75. Give me a minute here. Now, how do you want to do it? You want to have the winner just contact you directly?
Oh, Yeti got to go too. Bye, Yeti.
Yeah, I gotta take off. Sorry, y'all.
All right, man. Thanks over the weekend.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Love ya.
Thanks, brother.
See y'all.
All right, guys, I gotta go too. No, I was kidding.
Ain't nobody gonna miss your ass.
Damn.
All right, so you want everybody to contact you through Instagram. So whoever wins, was that one that wanted me to do that? Yeah.
Yeah, I said Instagram.
So if you're not following Juan, go over to Instagram and follow him also. What's your name on Instagram, Juan? Is it the same thing as Juan?
Yeah.
All right, so anybody just go over there and also start following him, and that's very, very cool that he's doing that.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yes.
I had to go.
So when Nikki puts, she's already done that.
I already just did it.
Yeah. Thank you, Giz. Much love, brother.
Yeah, and if you get in on this giveaway and you win, please know what you're doing with a Noisy Cricket because they can be very, very dangerous.
Hey, I see Jet Pilot is out there. Now, Jet Pilot, he's also over in Austria, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's very, very cool. I'd love to see people from all over coming in. That is totally, totally cool. Australia.
Oh, yeah.
That was
Australian.
Close enough, LOL. Like, not really, but we'll give it to you, Tommy.
Good day, mate.
Whole separate side of the planet.
That's what I said. I went Australia. Yeah, kind of a little off.
Vaping Swag said he's got a 30 mil of Harvest Moon up for grabs. The quantities are a bit limited. Not many will be up for grabs. Do your voodoo, Tommy.
Voodoo, Tommy.
All right, cool.
I'm about to win that.
All right, well, why don't we do this one here? Nikki, you want to put the stop into the room for this one?
Just did.
All right. All right, I'm going to generate this here 3 times, and I'll present myself so we're not fighting against the camera here. Hell yeah. All right, I'm going to generate it. Whoever the third number that gets picked will be the winner. So the first number that got picked is 56.
56.
Second number is 26.
26.
And the big wiener is blinded. No,
Or 60.
number 60.
Let's see.
JFM Development.
60.
Yeah,
Yep, JMF.
Right on the button. Very, very cool. All right, so JFM Development, get a hold of Juan. And is that your name down there, Mr. Crazy Gigolo? Well, just get a hold of Juan and follow him, and he can take care of that onto that. And why don't we let me stop presenting myself here.
For the next one, nobody enter except for me.
Okay, so that's it. We're done with that. That one. All right, so we can move on to the last thing then.
Oh, GFF said, he said, vape it forward, subscribe. So subscribe to him and then vape it forward. I'm already subscribed.
Vape it forward, subscribe. I'm confused. I'm already subscribed to him.
He wants everybody to subscribe to him, and then he wants you to vape it forward. So I guess you're gonna have to pick. You're gonna have to do more numbers, and whoever wins it, then I guess that's good.
All right.
Give him a subscribe for vaping it forward.
So everybody go over and subscribe to JFM Development. And then we'll do another quick one. We're just going to roll it once. So everybody, after you subscribe, put a number in the room. And I will check to make sure you're subscribed. I know who you are.
And Juan Rivera put his number out there in chat for the next.
Oh, Juan, I'm just taking that number just for my own personal use.
Ooh, yeah. Well, I'll call it.
I'm gonna text you nudes.
Uh-oh.
So am I. We'll see who he deletes first.
I can see he will be changing his number in the morning. Either that or I'll be posting Jack's dick shots on Instagram.
Hey, there'll be some impressive shots.
Dick pics. They're the best, aren't they?
I'll make sure to lean up a bottle of Roro's Go-Go next to it.
Yeah.
I think the go-go juice would be bigger.
So
that way it'll look a lot
Be
bigger
like,
anyways.
vape on this.
Yeah, but if put it beside a dick, wouldn't that make it actually sound like it sucks?
What? My dick sucks?
All right, I'm going to hit the generator one more time. And the winner is number
6.
Blinded by the light.
6.
Sex.
6.
We're looking for sex.
6.
closest number.
Jack was the closest, but he's actually over. So you guys are just killing me. All right, I'm going to hit it one more time. And the big wiener is
28.
28.
Randall is 23.
Yeah. 25, Jet Pilot.
Jet Pilot is 25, but
Yeah.
that would be very expensive to ship over into over there unless he wants to pay the shipping for it. I mean, that's just my opinion. That'd be very expensive, and so I don't know if Jet Pilot still wants to, because I mean, I know it'd be very expensive. So
Moment, there was a 22. Randall Hayes and Randall Hayes is 23.
Leaving on a jet plane, you don't know when I'll be back again.
Brad Breton had 22.
It was a 23 though.
Randall Hayes had 23.
Yeah, Chuck said it cost him the same for shipping. So why don't we just go with the next? Who was
All right, so why don't we go with Randall Hayes then? All right, so congratulations, Randall Hayes. Get a hold of Juan, and that'll do that. And then we're going to move over to the next one. We're going to shoot in there for
You wish.
swag.
You wish, Jack. I'll fight you for it.
Let's go.
All right, so we got everybody all set now? All right, so let's
Go.
Everybody put the number in again for that, and then I'm just trying to clear out some of my shit here.
Well, that was first number. What? I'm awesome. So
Hey,
they voted
boys.
titties.
Hey, boys and girls, when you go to put your mod on their freaking end table, make sure that it's on the end table, not on the edge where it falls and freaking the door flies off and batteries go everywhere. Just a PSA for the evening.
Just make sure you don't miss the table.
Yeah, like I did.
Big dog. Dumbass.
It fell through the crack, Natty.
Man.
Ray Angel wins. Titties. Titties always win.
Titties.
I already forgot what my number was. Oh my God.
Titties. It was titties.
It was that was my number.
Yeah, it was titties. All right, so this is for a 30 milliliter bottle of Harvest Moon from Vaping Swag. That was very, very cool. Thank you, Shane. Sean.
Thank you, Shane.
All right, so I want titties too. Yeah, honestly, hell yeah. All right, so I'm gonna we're gonna do this 3 times, and whoever wins is gonna be the winner. So make it big so we can see it here. There we go. First number is
46.
Next number is
53.
And the big wiener is Tom. 21.
21.
Oh, the world never wants me to win.
And 21.
Vaping Vandy, 21.
Yep, maybe Vandy, 21.
All right, very, very cool. All right, congratulations, Vaping Vandy.
You win.
Oh, did she win you?
You win this.
Oh, you just made me moist.
I want a refund.
And Vandy, Vaping Swag has put what you need to do out there, so that is very, very cool. Don't forget, we still got one more giveaway coming up for Steam Juice for another $20 gift code also. So make sure you stick around for that. Vaping Vandy said thank you. Lost vid. Let me shut my present off there. Why am I still presented? Stop that!
Nah, Jack will send dick pics anyway.
Subscribe to me on YouTube and you'll get a dick pic.
You're such
Bring your friends to LX parties.
You're such a
Hang on.
They do not want a tic-tac photo shoot.
I didn't say Big Natty.
Well, he didn't sit there and say a big dick pic.
That's true.
Hey, dick.
I didn't specify.
Owen said
I'm just saying, you don't want your shit. You don't want your shit looking like this. That's all I'm saying.
Dynamite comes in small packages.
Actually, Natty, mine's bigger than yours. Look. Mine's a lot bigger girth.
Is it firmer?
Yeah. Yeah.
Talking about girth.
Yeah.
Talking about girth.
Yeah, see, mine don't go whoa, whoa, whoa.
Well, you know what, Nikki? Let me just whip out my big black mod. Hey, damn it, black mods matter. Fuck yeah.
So don't gunmetal.
Rubbing the nubbin. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, did y'all hear that one? Someone put a meme up. It might even be an old joke, but it says this kid drew a picture of a penis on the chalkboard. And the teacher came in, saw it on the chalkboard, and she, erased it. And the next day he came and drew an even bigger penis on the chalkboard. And he put on there, just remember, the more you rub, the bigger it gets.
Hell yeah. Try a different cord, Michaela. Saying it can't read her USB, so maybe you might need to change your cord, or you might, if you're running a laptop, you probably have different USBs. You might need to do that.
Make sure you're using the USB that it came with.
And Moxley says, "Bring on the rubbing." Oh yeah.
Just rubbing, no tugging.
Well, maybe a little tugging.
You gotta pinch those rubber tips, so you can get the juice.
Don't you hate when you get a defective one too? That drives me insane. And the dropper falls into the
crooked one. When you tighten the lid down and stuff, and then it goes wonk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it when it just falls in the hole like that. That's not
good.
Or it won't screw on right. You know what I'm saying? It gets leaky everywhere.
Absolutely, and the happy ending is great, especially when all the balloons are falling, the music's playing. That's great. Wrong kind of happy ending.
I have to say, you guys are all perverts.
Yeah, I know. This is an adult show, but it's more for the mellow type of people. We don't like talking about sex and stuff on this channel.
Yeah.
Not at all.
No.
No tug, no love.
I'll be right back. I have to go masturbate.
Why you go? I always do it right here while I'm on the show.
That sounded so technical.
Is that why the cat keeps on going underneath the table?
Oh yeah, she wants your little
I don't want to embarrass you guys.
Disappointment. That's just disappointment running into a wall with an erection and breaking your nose. That's good.
And 47 seconds later, we're back at the show.
Oh, that was a good one.
I don't know if you want to say, Christine, but did you see what Manny put out there?
Here we go.
Yeah, we have to do that for Katie because she loves that thing.
Showing you guys that video. Jesus.
I know that's the best.
Hey, you know what? It is so funny though. Every time I watch it, it's like it's happening at the end. It's like a Rip Trippers video. But I buy this today,
You right?
Here we go.
But it's still funny every time you watch it. I'm like, I can't help it.
Yeah.
All right, well,
outside. I think it's like
that's not a bad thing. How can you prove to us that it's cold outside?
I'm nipping right now. You can literally cut glass.
Where's the glass?
You can't prove it sitting there, though.
You got your cell phone nearby? It's glass. Gorilla Glass.
Yep.
All you hear is...
Unless there's proof it didn't happen.
You walked in between two cars, and now her husband thinks that his car got keyed.
Yeah, I had my window open earlier. I was like, fuck this noise. Nope.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
Kingsley. Definitely,
no.
we got to get you on here.
No PPAP.
Yeah, no PPAP.
No.
It's all in the chat. No, actually, look what Bionic put.
What do you put?
Pin, pineapple, apple pin. He actually did it in the
emojis.
I love how you guys are all just eating. Like, you're making me hungry.
I'm eating Jelly Bellies.
I got nothing to eat over here.
This show legit has no rules.
No, there's absolutely
And these are my daughter's cookies, and I don't give a shit.
Can I have popcorn over here, and I would totally share it with you if I could.
Oh,
actually, I got popcorn jelly bean.
Putting it in your mouth.
Oh, baby, you gonna feed me?
What do you want in your mouth? What? I'm only hearing part of this conversation.
She's gonna personally feed me popcorn.
Are you gonna do it naked?
Of course,
In-
we already
in
talked
Jell-O.
about Jell-O and the pudding. Food.
Wait a minute. If you're feeding her popcorn, wouldn't that be a little corny?
Nikki is on it tonight.
Tommy, I think there should be a new segment added to the show. Jello wrestling amongst panel members.
That works for me.
No.
I'm for that.
Nope. Do it with baby oil. That way it's slipping in the slide.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that slipping and sliding is all good and everything.
Yeah, but the Jello is.
pudding, you can lick it all off.
Mhm.
That's true, but with oil, there's nothing obstructing your view.
Yeah.
Does
There you go.
anybody getting out of the dirty for a second? Any thoughts on the J-Priv? Manny wants to know. I have my thoughts, but I don't have the device, so
I have it on order. I haven't got it yet.
and I'm not getting it.
Mm-mm. I think the side button is just
My last no. But with my Hell's Gate, which is another touch screen, my problem is if you guys watched last Friday night show, I went to vape on it and didn't realize my finger was on this up arrow, and I hadn't locked the screen, and I was vaping at 163 watts.
Right.
Burnt the inside of my mouth. What I like about the G-Priv is that it's a one-button lock screen. So I like my touch screens. I just don't like having to go into the menu to lock it and stuff. So that's what drew me to it. Aesthetically, it's not.
Would you latch them, or you just have to swipe right here and it locks it?
Right.
But
Although sometimes that does unlock.
Yeah.
But so what I usually do when I'm not vaping is I just click it 3 times.
Yep. Lock it.
Lock it, and then just 3 more. I'm good.
And anybody out there in the chat, Vaping Spike just put up there, if you volunteer at your local B&N, grab a shirt from him at cost to signify that you are helping, go over to vapingswag.com. That link is right there in the chat there. You guys go over and check that out. And it says that you don't work there at that B&M, but if a customer comes in and has a question, that you're able to help them out because you're volunteering. You're not on the payroll.
Yeah.
Everybody can do, and that's a totally awesome shirt and a totally awesome way to help one another.
I forgot to order mine. God, I just placed an order and I'm so mad.
I want
Because
neon.
I was just talking to Vapor 9 here in Connecticut. Tommy, you might know. You know the guys from Vapor 9.
Yep.
I went down, I was talking to Christine, the owner, and I was telling her about that, and she's like, that is so cool. She's like, would you like get one of those and come down like once or twice a week? I'm like, I got nothing better to do. So I was like, I got to place an order for sure.
Nice. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to make the 22nd, which sucks, but due to working constraints, I'm not going to be able to make it on the 22nd, which sucks.
Oh, I wanted to hold hands with you.
I know. I wanted to hold your hand, too.
Oh.
I was trying to be all stealth-like, trying to get the day off so I could, and now I couldn't do it. That's why you noticed I wasn't saying anything. I was just trying to be all stealth-like and just show up.
Yeah, right? I was like, oh,
Yeah, I was looking forward to holding your hand.
I know.
And if y'all don't know,
You always have your hand in your pocket, so if I was holding your hand, you know what I mean.
and Tom, I was telling if y'all don't know the quality of Shane's work, because see, y'all youngsters, y'all just got new t-shirts. This motherfucker got some mileage on it. This bitch has been washed 15 million times, and that shit ain't coming off nowhere.
I wear this daily, man. I mean, and my wife is a fanatic. I mean, every couple of days she's doing laundry. I mean, no matter what, she's just, as soon as you get like 2 or 3 pairs of whatever over there, she's like, it's in the laundry, gone. So, I mean, this thing gets washed, at least once a week, and nothing comes off in it. Great quality.
That's good. I wash mine by itself.
I just don't dry mine because I
You
don't.
do have a couple of those
I don't
shirts
want
you
it
can
to
wash together.
shrink. I don't want it to shrink on me just in case. So
No, you do turn it inside out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wash mine. I dry mine on Delicate.
I'll just hang my shit up and let it air dry.
All my shirts. I don't like any of my shirts dried. I hang them all out. It's one thing I am fussy about. Have a good night, Manny. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Bye, Manny.
Easy, Manny.
Now, see, I got that dang song in my head. Thank you, Bionic.
I was going to say, thanks, Bionic. All right, we're getting up to the last one here. So if Nikki wants to have everybody put a number in between 1 and 75, we're going to do the last one for Steam Juice for $20 gift code for them.
Okay.
Here
we go.
Jet Pilot, Jacob, and all them, you need to put your number back in because you put it in before she hit the start.
Oh, crap. I copied somebody else's number. Should I put a different number in?
Yeah, you can.
Actually, 3 of us did the same number.
Well, then we'll do a little roll off on the other ones anyway, so if we have to. But if you want to change yours, that's fine. Well, we already know Canadian Vapor will probably win.
Yeah, I know, right? And probably because he picked my damn number. Ian, you better share.
I think he's hacking your phone.
You motherfucker. Yeah, right.
Can't trust those Canadians.
No.
You know those Canadians, how they work.
Yeah, and for all you Vape Shackers out there and everything, there is a special video on Vape Shack if anybody goes over there. It's a jib jab. You need to go check it out.
It's hilarious. You guys need to go check it out for sure.
I'm going to do it musically and put it up in Vape Shack.
There you go. Ready? Here we stop.
All right, I'm going to generate this 3 times, and whoever, I'll present myself. I hate doing that. But here we go. I didn't mean it that way. I'm going to generate it 3 times. Whoever the third person that gets picked will be the winner. So the first number that got picked is
74.
74. Second number is
So that's still
74. Oh my God.
Over
48. And the last number is the big wiener is
59.
Damn it. I wanted the 48.
52 was John Bewley. 58 was Karen Presley. It was 59, right?
Yeah, 59 was the number. So Karen Presley.
Karen Presley.
Congratulations, Karen. Contact me. You know how to get a hold of me. You know how to get a hold of me. Oh, yeah. And once you do that, I'll get you over the code for Steam Juice as well. It'll probably be Monday by the time I get back to you on for the Steam Juice. But just contact me and I'll get you out that code for you. Congratulations. And again, thank you everybody for playing. We're getting close to towards the end of the night here. So if we want, we can all start doing our outros. And why don't we start down at the end of the line with Big Natty?
Thanks a lot, Tommy, for having me on again. I appreciate it. And again, I am Big Natty Vapes, and you can always catch me hanging out at vapeshack.org with a lot of these lovely people on the panel here. You can always check me out also on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. Everything's under Big Natty Vapes. And thank you guys in the chat for coming and hanging with us and enjoying our craziness. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. It's always, like I said, and I know I always say it, but it really is always a pleasure to have you on here, Natty. You help bring a little something extra to the table, and that's totally cool. So thank you again for coming on, and we'll definitely get you back on here always. So, all right, let's go next down the line, and that'll be to Nikki.
Hey guys, I'm Vaping with Nikki B. You can find me here on Fridays and my show on Saturdays at 10 o'clock, sometimes 9 o'clock. I've been bumping up the hours because my daughter's getting off earlier. You can also find me at Vape Shack and everywhere. I am like Tommy. I'm like shit. I'm everywhere. And thank you, Tommy, for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you, Mom. And it is always a pleasure to have you here. And like I said, I look forward to each and every one of you guys. I tell you each and every week, but you guys are my angels on my shoulders. You really, truly are. Thank you very much. So why don't we go to Roro?
Sorry, I'm getting all my gear ready for tomorrow. Thanks for having me on the show, Tommy. Again, you guys can find me on YouTube. It's Vape with me on YouTube. Vape with Rochelle on Instagram. I am super close to hitting another milestone on my channel, so I'll be doing some giveaways. I planned on doing one tonight, but I did not get the code from my provider, so stay tuned to Nikki's show tomorrow. I will provide that giveaway there. So thanks again for having me on. I had a lot of fun.
Thank you very much, and it's always fun with you guys on here. You really do. I mean, when you guys come into my smile, and that's just so totally cool. Thank you. So we have our other lovely lady, which is going to be Christine.
Thank you, Tommy. Do we make your Fridays much better?
Yes, you guys do. Especially my last couple of Fridays, my last couple of weeks have just been shit anyway.
I noticed that. You're like, oh, they're such crap. And I'm like, well, Friday's coming, Tommy. Don't worry about it.
And that's
my name is
Go ahead.
My name is Christine, aka Beauty and the Vape. You can find me under here, Beauty and the Vape. And also Friday nights on Jack's show, usually a regular unless he tells me to fuck off.
Which is coming.
I'm pushing my luck. But yeah, and you know, I try to pop in everybody's live shows and stuff like that. So you'll see me in chat and stuff. And of course, Vape Shack, always and forever and ever. And I love you guys. Thanks so much for your support, everybody.
All right. Thank you very much, honey. It's great. It really is. And we'll get to hold hands some other time.
Yeah, well, we still got to do dinner.
Yes, we can do dinner.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. The fuck, I'm never invited to dinner.
You know what happens if you eat lobster, right, Christine?
Do I what?
You know what happens if you order the lobster, right, Christine?
No, what?
You got to put out.
Hell yeah!
I meant
No, I thought that was the oysters.
him and his wife. That's what I meant.
Oh, I thought you meant me and you.
Oh, so no oysters. He can't order the oysters that night.
No oysters.
Oysters get the yang up, baby.
Yeah.
I don't eat them nasty, slimy little motherfuckers. Just the look and the smell of them make my yang go down.
There's that face.
No bueno.
All right, so we got Jack. Since you're busy, we'll go to you next.
That's perfect. I wanted to lead right into that, so I did that on purpose. I'm 31, so my wang always stays up. Not a good transition? Fuck. Anyways,
Try another one.
I don't have nothing. I'm Jack Vapes. Most of you guys know me because I'm nuts. Literally. And yeah, these nuts. You can find me. Well, how about this? This Sunday, I'm going to be on Overdose Vape Show at 9 p.m. I think that's my time, so Central Standard Time. So come check me out over there. Check me out Monday on my live show at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Moxley, Bags, and a bunch of all the Kiwis. All the Kiwis are going to be on the show on Monday, so come check that out. It's going to be fun times. And you can find me on all social media at I am Jack Vapes, and find me on YouTube at youtube.com/JackVapes. If you subscribe, it cures a lot of things in your life, including depression, because you get to watch me and how screwed up my life is. So it makes you feel better. And as always, Tommy, you could catch me in Vape Shack, and you can also catch me on this show every Friday, because Tommy's the shit. Thank you again, Tommy.
Thank you very much, buddy. And Moxley, we got to definitely get together to get you to come on the panel here for sure. And don't forget, you have a show on Sunday night as well, don't you, I believe? And anybody that's not subscribed to Moxley, go over and subscribe to her, and go over and follow her on IG as well. Awesome person, and we all love her, So just definitely, and yes, honey, I want to get you on the show here. I mean, I watch you on other shows. You're a total blast. I love it. So we will definitely get you on here for sure. And there it is, the Holmes Kiwis. Definitely go check it out. And she even put the link in there for the Instagram. So definitely go check it out. All right, Brian, you're up next there, buddy.
All right, everybody. Thank you for watching, Tommy. As always, thank you for having me on the show, even though I haven't been on in a while. You know, things are crazy. So, yeah, and sorry I was so quiet, but I'm like super tired. It's unreal. So you can find me on YouTube and Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all under Vape King Brian. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So see ya.
All right, man. Thank you very much again for coming on. And you know you always have a seat on the panel here. So life does get away once in a while, for sure. I mean, unlike a few other ones that I'll just say, fuck off, you never come back on the show, you're always coming on. Sorry about that, Christy. I'm just sorry.
Whatever. I'm used to it. I'll just go cry in the corner. Don't worry about it. Not a biggie.
All right, people. You know me. I'm here, there, everywhere, and like even Nikki said, I'm like shit. I'm everywhere. Sometimes you throw me against the wall. Sometimes we stick, and sometimes we just run down the wall. But anyways, it's I'm glad everybody had a great time. I know I had a blast. I look forward to every Friday, spending my Friday nights with you guys, and that's it. Really. Thank you everybody for coming in, and all my subscribers. And you see everybody that I've been putting links to all their different websites. Go check all those people. If I'm advertising for them, I believe in them people. It's just I'm not throwing it up because I deal with a whole bunch of different vendors every day. And if I'm pimping them out, it's because they're doing the right thing. So definitely go check them out. Every one of those links I put in there all have a discount code as well, so you can save yourself some money. And a lot of them are also doing things for our right to vape. So go check all of them out and definitely go stick it. Just keep doing what we're doing, and that's going to do it for tonight. I'm going to just shut up because I'm stumbling over my words. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and we will definitely catch you next week. And I'll see you throughout all the different shows anyways, because you know what? I love each and every one of you, and there's a live show. I'm watching it. So whether I'm at work or not. So that's going to do it for tonight, folks. So why don't we all grab a vape and let's get out of here.
I just did.
Keep vaping.
Here we go.
Oh.